you can go ahead and say that you asked the question, or you don't have to. You can stay anonymous, but it's up to you. So the first one here goes, how do you handle conflicts or disagreements in your relationship? This is actually a very good question. TK, you want to take this one first?
How do you handle it? You mean ask the girls, or you?
Yeah, no,
how do I handle it?
Yeah, they're asking the guys. This is someone here on the panel.
I totally feel to handle conflict depending on where you are in life. If I was younger, you don't know how to control the climate of the room. You do things that's stupid, right? But then as you become older, you realize that one, you find a person that you're compatible with, so you don't have to have too much controversy. Yes. Yep. Two, if you get a man or woman that truly understands how to communicate, then relationships can go smooth. And then sometimes you got to realize if you are overreacting. Sometimes you can overreact, be upset, and then you have time to think about it. You go, wow, I was really tripping. And you could apologize the next day, because some people get emotional and don't have enough life experiences that they ruin a good thing. And the best way is communication, always. Nothing should ever lead to violence in a relationship.
I agree.
Yes,
Nothing.
I agree.
No, for sure.
I asked that question.
Yeah, what about you?
So honestly speaking, it's about understanding. I think for both parties, if you understand the individual that you're dating, you actually know who they are as a person.
Yes.
You don't get mad. For example, let's say your girl, after a long day of work, just wants to come home, relax for a little bit. Then she'll start getting stuff for you ready. For example, the dishes, food. Understand who she is. You won't get mad for rest time after work. Versus, why don't you go to make me some food right now, in the kitchen. So in that instance right there, I feel like if you understand who the person is, you don't get mad at them for dumb stuff.
Right. Yeah. Well, let me ask you a question when you say that. See, because the way I live, I don't think men today should tell a woman that she should cook and clean and where you're going to clean the dishes. I believe that's why men should live on their own for a while before they get in a relationship. That way you teach yourself how to cook and clean, so that when you do get relationship, you can really pull some of the weight. That's just my experience that I would think a man should do.
Okay, I mean,
because the worst thing you want to do,
we say guys shouldn't live with girls anyway.
Yeah.
The worst thing in life is your woman dies or she leaves you, and you don't know what the hell to do. That's crazy. You don't know. You can't cook. Who's gonna cook for me? You can't wash your own damn clothes. No man should be put in a position like that.
I would say though, if you're like back in the day, our grandparents, they
No,
don't
we're talking about now. We're not talking about back in the day.
No. As an example,
That's why I do my own stuff. I get it.
Grandparents don't know. Like for example, let's say your grandmother dies, right? Your granddad doesn't know what to do because she did everything for him.
Right.
So I get what you're saying.
Right.
I guess I would just argue modern day society, like men do want to have women, help them out.
I think a man should shoot for companionship with a woman, and
I think everything changed.
loyalty.
Yes.
And then get past
Respect.
beauty and ass, because and laughter. You have some people say, "Oh, why do you love him? Oh, because he makes me laugh.
He's funny.
Because she's beautiful." All that fades one day.
Surface
All
level.
that
You
phase
gotta
one
find
day.
someone that you can get really into the soul of a person. That no matter what happens, you still can feel that person, and that takes time.
And even when it's
that
all
takes time.
bad, y'all still good.
Yeah.
I won't be as nice about this. I don't believe in having conflict or disagreement with your woman, because I don't think men and women are equal. I think women are subordinates and they're inferior to men in general, especially in the confinements of a relationship.
Misogyny.
And I don't sit there and argue with a woman because we're not equal. For me to argue with you implies that we have the same level of authority. And I don't sit here and argue with my subordinates. If your boss tells you to do something, you fucking do it. And if you don't, you get replaced. I think that's how relationships need to be. We don't argue with women. And I think that's the problem, is that guys think that they're equal to women. My thing is, if you do some dumb shit and I don't like it, I'll tell you once or whatever, but I'm not even going to argue with you, whatever. I'm just going to ignore you for a while. And then it's on you to come and say, oh, my bad. Because my thing is, I don't flip out on girls. Like, I'm always pretty stoic with that. Like, if they piss me off, whatever, I'll call them out, right? Of course. But it's always going to be in a stern, very direct fashion, right? It's not going to be like freaking out and yelling and all this other bullshit. That's stupid. If you're yelling at your girl, you already lost.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I think women look for a leader, and when you're sitting there arguing with her and yelling at her, what you've effectively done is you're saying to her, I'm equal to you, so I will go ahead and yell with you. And it's like, no, that's not how this goes. And that's a big reason why I think I agree with you. Men shouldn't live with women, because that living with a female creates drama, because what I've realized is that women are not like us. They need drama. They need the Bad Girls Club type entertainment shit to be, to be involved. Like, women need emotional stimuli. We don't. So since women need emotional stimuli, a lot of times you'll be the butt of the joke of their emotional stimuli. They'll try to start arguments. They'll, talk to you about frivolous things that don't matter. I think for a man, it's better for you to live on your own, have your girl live by herself. If y'all got kids, obviously you go to the house and visit every now and then. But I don't think men should live with women. Living with a woman makes you weaker in general, too. Because women just make you soft when you live with them.
Are you single or married?
I'm not married.
The
Are you in a
other thing
relationship?
too, I believe in what
Are
you're
you in a
saying.
relationship?
Yes,
you
I have a
feel like
girlfriend.
So you're
Yes.
saying even when you get married, you don't live with them?
No.
Wow.
Yeah, and I like that because I've seen that happen. Give you 2 examples. A gentleman lived in Beverly Hills, owned very successful white man, and I asked him how did he get along with his wife, and he said my wife lives across the street, and I live in my home, and
There
we
you go.
go back and forth. I got a friend named Bolo lives in Chicago. Him and his woman been together 9 years, and they see each other on Thursdays and Fridays,
Wow.
and they got the greatest relationship ever.
Yep.
And most people think they always have to be together, but I think when you're together all the time, it deteriorates the relationship. It starts wearing out.
Yeah.
Just like I always tell men to manage sex, right? Because most of the time, if a woman's sitting next to you, men want to have sex all the time. And I always say you have to ration out sex because most men don't know how to talk. Most men don't know about activities. Most people don't go out in the park and go for walks, right? You have to know how to put sex aside and manage your sexual activity before you burn yourself out. Because for every fine woman you show me, I'll show you a nigga running from her.
That's true. Tired of her.
Yeah.
Damn.
And the other reason, too, because I know some of this might sound extreme to some of you ladies, but if you actually look at it pragmatically and you take your feelings away, you realize women get bored in relationships way faster than men do. This has been studied and shown that women
Yeah.
initiate divorce, they initiate breakups, and they get bored in relationships way faster than men do. Well, how do you prevent that? You prevent that by not seeing her as much because,
So true.
distance makes the heart grow fonder, etc. For guys, right, we can get bored with our girl and still like her. Girls aren't like that. They get bored of us, it's a fucking wrap.
Yeah.
Women constantly need that emotional stimuli, and I
That's
think one of
so
the most
true.
natural ways to do it is by not being around her all the time.
Anybody want to chime in on that?
I like that. I like that.
No,
I agree to a
actually
certain
agree.
extent.
I agree.
To what
a
extent do you
certain
agree or
extent, yeah.
disagree then?
Me as well.
So it's like now that you're like breaking down the whole not living with each other, like I get it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I've recently had a situation, something similar to that. It's like I'll see him every 3 months. And like I'm not having sex, I'm not entertaining nobody, but
Stop the cap.
click that button. I got some pressure with you, but however, I just feel like that's another. It's emotional. It's a woman thing. It's like
Notice what you
I
said.
know,
Hold on,
exactly.
rewind. What did you just say a second ago?
Emotional. I'm
No,
agreeing
no,
with you.
before that.
A woman.
A
thing.
woman.
No, before that.
What else I said? Damn.
Oh, see, you didn't
all
even
up in my mouth. Hold on.
No. Well, because I'm listening to what you're saying very carefully. You said, I feel.
Yes. You asked for my opinion. Does anyone want to chime in?
No, I'm saying the fact that you started with, I feel.
Emotional. That's
Exactly.
this. I'm making the connection.
Maria.
I agree with you to a certain extent. It's just like, who's to say what a man is doing 3 months? Like, I got control. I feel like women. Well, I can't speak for all women. I know me. I could fuck one man for the rest of my life and be satisfied.
Stop the cap.
However, it's like in that space because when you're saying that, I'm like, could that work in a situation for me? I'm like, that probably could work because.